everyone, John with Spectrum Warrior Monk Collective here with this week's Friday Fundamentals. So this week we're going to be adding section 3 to this little form that we've been building out. This is the last section of this little form that's been focused on developing balance and using our body mechanics as we work through different footwork patterns with our double stick. So we're adding one more step to our footwork pattern this week. It starts off just like section 1. So if we start in neutral position, I'm going to step forward my left foot on the female triangle first. So that goes forward. Now, just like section 2, we're going to step back on the lateral triangle. Now we're just going to add one more step forward again in the lateral triangle. Lead pivot, come back to neutral. Step right foot forward. So it goes forward, lead pivot, neutral. Now we go right foot back. Back in the middle triangle, forward on the lateral, back on the lateral, lead pivot, neutral. Left steps back, goes forward, comes back, lead pivot, neutral. Now reverse it. Go forward in the female triangle with the left or right step. 1, 2, 3. Lead pivot, neutral. Left steps forward. 1, back, forward, lead pivot, neutral. Left foot goes back, forward, back, lead pivot, neutral. Now right goes back, forward, back, lead pivot, and neutral. All right, so that's our footwork, just adding one more step along that lateral triangle. When we add the sticks in, very simply, on the first set of 3, so our 3 inwards, is 1 hit per step. So we start right stick, left steps. We go forward, back, forward goes through, lead pivot, inward, backhand, back neutral. Right steps, 1, 2, 3, inward, backhand, neutral. Right foot goes back, 1, 2, 3 goes through, inward, backhand, come back. Left step back, 1, 2, 3, inward, backhand, reverse it. So start left stick, right step, 1, 2, 3, inward, backhand, come back. Left step, 1, 2, 3, inward, backhand, come back. Left goes back, 1, 2, 3, inward, backhand, right steps back, 1, goes forward, 2, 3 goes through, pivot, inward, backhand. So that is section 3, the standard version. We're gonna go all the way through without talking, and then I'll show you a little variation on that we can work on as well. Okay, so the variation on the footwork we're gonna do is still along the same theme, but instead of going forward, straight back on that lateral and forward again, we're gonna add a little bit of a replace step. So some people call this replace step, some people call it part of a mobile triangle, you might call it part of a sawtooth pattern. Doesn't matter what you call it, this is what we're gonna do. So starting with that left step again, step it forward just like we did in the beginning. But now instead of stepping straight back, right foot's gonna come together and now step that left foot back, bring it forward again, pivot, come back to neutral. Do the same thing on the right. So it goes forward, left comes in to replace it, right goes back, right goes forward again, lead pivot, back to neutral. Now we're gonna back it up and move just because of the wall here. So where you go back with the right foot, replace and step, back, lead pivot, neutral. Same thing on the left. Back with the left, replace and step, step back, lead pivot, come back. Now do that same thing going back the other way. Start with the right step. So it goes right, replace step, forward, lead pivot, come back. Left, switch them, go forward, pivot, come back. Left's gonna go back, replace switch, back, and pivot, neutral. Right goes back, replace forward, back, pivot, and neutral. So it's that same kind of thing of going forward, back, and forward, or back, forward, back, just adding that little bit of a replace step to help you get even more off the angle. You'll notice you move, when we go forward, you're gonna end up moving a little more forward than we did just in place. So that's the variation. Let's take a look at that with the stick work all the way through there.